Capitalism is one of the most powerful economic systems shaping our modern world. But what does it really mean? Capitalism is an economic system based on private property, free markets, and competition. In capitalism, people can own private property such as houses, land, or businesses. The free market is an environment where people can freely buy and sell goods and services. In capitalism, competition improves quality and determines prices. In capitalism, money determines the value of labor and production. From the supermarket we shop at to the phone we use, everything reflects capitalism's influence. Capitalism moves forward through constant growth and innovation. Yet, capitalism is often criticized for creating inequality and exploitation. Capitalism is not just an economic system, but a force that has shaped the world. But this story doesn't end here. The roots of capitalism were laid during the late Middle Ages, as the feudal system began to dissolve. As the power of feudal landowners weakened, trade in the cities became increasingly important. In Italian cities like Florence and Venice, the first banks were established. This became a cornerstone of capitalism. Merchants gradually rose as a new social class, the bourgeoisie. The Silk Road and Mediterranean trade routes played a crucial role in the rise of capitalism. The barter system was gradually replaced by a money economy. Gold and silver became the center of trade. Craftsmen and artisans formed guilds to regulate production and maintain balance in trade. Growing wealthy cities played a major role in the development of capitalism. Merchants, bankers, and artisans created the first major capital accumulation. This was the beginning of modern capitalism. By the end of the Middle Ages, the first steps of capitalism were taken, but this was only the beginning. From the 15th century onward, great explorations fueled the rapid growth of capitalism. Christopher Columbus's discovery of America completely transformed global trade routes. European nations established colonies in new lands, expanding their wealth. Gold and silver flowing from the Americas to Europe accelerated the accumulation of capital. In this era, states followed mercantilist policies, measuring wealth by gold and silver reserves. The Dutch East India Company became one of the first great multinational corporations in history. Spices, sugar, tobacco, and the slave trade generated immense profits in early capitalism. A triangular trade network connected Europe, Africa, the Americas, and Asia. The Age of Exploration elevated Europe's economic and political power to new heights. The Age of Exploration transformed capitalism from a local system into a global power. By the late 18th century, the Industrial Revolution accelerated the pace of capitalism. The steam engine accelerated production and brought factories to the heart of cities. The owners of factories represented a new economic power. The bourgeoisie. Workers in factories labored long hours for low wages. Over time, workers began organizing unions and strikes to defend their rights. New machines and production techniques transformed capitalism at high speed. With the Industrial Revolution, cities expanded and became crowded with factories. The Industrial Revolution provided the bourgeoisie with massive capital accumulation. The Industrial Revolution drastically changed social structure and workers' lives. The Industrial Revolution turned capitalism from a local economy into a global power, laying the foundation of the modern world. In the early 20th century, the inequalities created by capitalism sparked criticism. The working class joined socialist movements demanding social justice and rights. The 1929 Great Depression exposed the fragility of capitalism. Critics of capitalism sought sustainable economies and social justice. Globalization allowed capitalism to cross borders but created new challenges. Many countries adopted welfare state policies to reduce inequality. The 2008 financial crisis once again revealed the fragility of modern capitalism. Today, environmental issues, inequality, and job insecurity are the main criticisms of capitalism. The sharing economy, cooperatives, and sustainable initiatives offer alternative capitalist models. Capitalism is a constantly evolving system. Criticisms and alternatives continue to shape its evolution. Capitalism has evolved over centuries to reach the present day. Throughout history, it has brought both opportunities and crises. Today, capitalism affects every corner of the world, from technology to consumption, from education to the economy, touching every aspect of our lives. However, the inequalities, environmental issues, and crises brought by capitalism cannot be ignored. The future depends on how capitalism evolves. Sustainability and equality will be key concepts for the next generation. The history of capitalism shows us both opportunities and lessons. The future depends on how we use this wisdom.